Life a la Latina presenta Socialiciando. Sí, socialiciando.
Hi, Tokala, how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great as well. So I want to start by asking you, like, who is your character in relation to the story, and who is your character to you? Like, could you describe your character for me?
Certainly, my character, I play Takoda on Happy's Place. Happy's Place is a tavern in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I am basically the friendliest, most loyal, most honest character inside of Happy's Place. And I actually am pretty silly too. I have a little bit of funny that goes on here and there. The essence of Happy's Place is basically it's like a big family as far as all of our characters are concerned. We were brought together by uh, basically working at this tavern together, but we end up becoming uh, a family together, and we have this essence of taking care of each other. And I want to say that Takoda's character is kind of like a older brother to everybody. He's a friend of everybody and loyal to his family, and he loves uh, making sure that everybody in the environment is not being treated in a way that's bad. So he's a good heart, is what I would say.
So is that fun to play more than like a very serious character, like in Wind River or like the work you've done with Taylor Sheridan or something like that?
I like to say that there are two muses that stand behind the shoulder of an artist. Uh, the Greeks used to say that. They used to say there's one that peeks over your right shoulder that allows you to be able to show the darkness of the human condition so that you can bring it out there and expose it to the light. And the other one peeks over the left shoulder is bringing light and happiness and projections towards a good future, right? So, as an actor, there's an understanding that you have to be able to walk with either muse. You have to be able to switch back and forth between the two muses. And I've had a career where I've been stuck on this right side for the entirety of my career. And I am finally able to be with this muse on the left side. So I'm so excited to be able to bring jokes, happiness, sunshine, and hilarity to everybody out there in the world.
Yeah, I think it's incredibly important as well for representation in general to be across the emotional spectrum because because when you think of unfortunately when you think of Native Americans in film, it seems to only be they're important stories to tell, but it's also it seems to ignore kind of the joy and of being someone who is indigenous, and we're in a time where indigenous representation is more prominent than ever. So I'm kind of curious as to if you could speak to the importance of not just the going across the emotional spectrum in terms of art, but also in terms of representation.
I am a person that grew up not seeing very many people that looked like me on TV. I didn't see very many native uh, characters. And when I did see a native character, they were basically living in the 1800s in a period piece, and then they die and the Cowboys win. Yay! And that's the end, right? But the essence of looking back at it, there was a guy that played in a TV show called Renegade that really made me go, hey, there's a native guy on this show. He was a series regular, right? And I'm going to tell you something about what he did. He went ahead and made sure that he put the name Sonny Six Killer for his character. The reason why he did that was because whenever he was a kid, the only native that he saw that got promoted by television and by media out there at all was a football player that made it to the national championship game in the NCAA, and his name was Sonny Six Killer. And all of the Indians were like, Sonny Six Killer's on it on TV, right? And so that's why he made them make his character's name Sonny Six Killer, right? There's an essence that needs to go back towards that and honor it. But to look at the reality of what's coming forward and what's happened since, right? There is an opening up in the industry of an ability to be able to have uh, human beings be human beings, right? Oh, you're a different kind of human being. Well, bring your human being right over here and sit down and let's find out about your human being. You bring your human being over here and sit down and we'll find out about your different kind of human being. I am so, so honored to be able to be alive to watch the opening up of the industry, to be able to see all of the talented people that I knew were out there finally get promoted. We have Belissa Escobedo, who's a person of color that's on our show. We have Pablo Castelblanco, who's a person of color who is on our show. These are people that are so hilarious and so good at what they do, right? And the essence of them being able to be in front of you as just a human being who happens to be what they are, right? That is, it just makes my heart float. Like I tell this to a lot of reporters, but whenever I leave from Happy's Place at the end of the day, I always leave like this, like
Yeah, it lives up to the title.
it's a wonderful thing to be able to have happiness and to give happiness and to be able to like I said, there's that essence of that dark and there's that essence of that light, and I don't think that I need to go back to the dark. Because if they can keep me being Takoda, being on Happy's Place, I will stay for the next decade. It would just make me so happy to be able to bring light and happiness to everybody every day. But I'm so honored that I got to be able to do that uh, for Takoda for this first season and hopefully for many seasons to come.
Well, I do want to say thank you because not only for this interview, but also for bringing positivity into the world through your art and being a part of this show. It's so important, and I just wanted to thank you for the last
All
time.
you young actors out there that are native or Hispanic, the industry's open for you. Don't be afraid. Step up there and bring that power because we need you to. I need people to play uh, my younger brothers, my nephews, my nieces. I need people like that. We need a lot of power, and it's inside of you. I know it is. You're out there and you're going to be coming forward. I'm so excited to be able to be a little bridge that is in between, because I'm going to guarantee you all of those young kids that are coming behind me, there's some of them that are 10 times as talented as me, right? And
That's hard to
I
believe,
want them
but
to know, I want them to know that that window, that door is open, right? Don't be afraid. You step up there because it's here and it's now, right? You don't have to worry about any of this fighting the system anymore. We're moving into a new age where you're gonna look up at TV on Friday nights. You're gonna see a Sioux Indian guy standing there. You're gonna see Hispanic people up front. You're gonna see every kind of human being that exists is actually going to be able to be promoted in this era. So go ahead and step up and bring the human being that you are. I look forward to seeing all the future actors that are out there listening to this.
no, me too. And again, thank you so much.
I'm honored, sir.